Hello guys, welcome back to Let's Go Fire Together. Today I want to show you guys the new magnets I got. They just came in the mail today and I'm very pleased by them. If I have anything negative to say is that the manufacturer should know that the goalies are a different color. I'm just going to get a marker and draw over them, but for now they'll work. And if you understand soccer, you understand that the number one is the goalie, so it shouldn't be too bad. I really think they're a lot bigger than I thought they would be, but they kind of look better, so where you can you can see them better in the video, I think, than the smaller magnets. Today we got the 4-3-3 against the 4-2-3-1, and we're gonna use the same ball that we use for the other magnets, and we're going to talk about just formations in general, and what formations do to affect the game. It depends on what players you have. It depends on what you're trying to get to as a coach. And for my players, you want to learn to work with your midfield, work with your midfield partner if you have one. If you're number 6 and you're a single pivot, then you should get really good at working with your center backs to where when this scenario happens and they get pulled out of position, you tuck inside and you cover for them rather than trying to press and leave them exposed. So make sure you build good relationships with your center back partners. And the same would apply here, but you have more covers because there's two of you guys. So if this happens, one of you should tuck in and the other one stays out. And ideally, same thing on the other side. If this guy gets pulled out, this guy can tuck in, and then this guy covers zone 14. So it should be pretty simple to contain. Now, normally when you have this kind of setup, what a lot of coaches do is this guy drops inside when we have the ball, and this guy's give width, because if this guy's go inside, if they are inverted wingers, so you have a right footed on the left side. Oh, sorry, you have a right footed on the left side, and you have a left footed on the right hand side, like Mohamed Salah or whatnot, and then you have your fullback. Ideally, they should be, right footed on the right and left footed on the left, like traditional fullbacks. And this guy's overlap. So as you put in people in the box, ideally your number 9 and your number 10 at least should make it to the box, and this guy can cover zone 14 to be able to hit anything that comes out. But if this guy has the ball here, this guy should overlap so we can get this pass in here, so we can cross, and hopefully, if you look at it this way, you created 2v2 in the box, and that's not counting this guy attacking in, which he should, and that will pull this guy, and even then it's a 3v3, and this guy out here can keep this guy busy, hopefully, so he doesn't join in here. But even if they cover here, we should still be able to be dangerous, and any kind of rebound, the number 8 should be able to finish up. Don't delay on it, don't sit on it, just make sure you finish that up. Even if it goes over the bar, if you're in that position, you have got to finish the play, because if you lose it, then you expose your team to a counter. Now, I know right now we're playing 7v7, and I'll remove some numbers here in a minute, but with these guys, one of them can tuck inside like we talked about, and you can still provide the same width to be able to create the same thing that the other formation does. You still have you guys going this way, your striker, your number 10, your number 11 can occupy the half spaces. This guy can stay here, and this guy can occupy the half space. And then you can have a good rest defense with 3 center backs, and then your number 8, that is one of the pivots. Still, he should be a good guy defending. Can still provide good cover for the counters. This player is very important both in this formation and on the traditional 6, that they are very good at their positional awareness. So if the ball's over here and we're trying to win it there, he should be about here, not here. Don't stay boxed in. Come out to where you are still positioned that you shouldn't be here, trying to just get the pass and support the attack so much, because if you do this and we lose the ball, then these guys break right through the middle, and that's exactly what you want to try to avoid. So you should be more positioned and more aware of. That's what I mean by positional awareness. You should be more defensively. These guys are trying to give width and these guys are attacking the box, what the back 4 or the 4th are the rest defense unit, what they should focus on is, where's this guy? We just got to make sure we are within, not so close that they can put his ball in between us and then leave us out of play, but not so narrow that we're not going to catch this guy if it's a good ball, because if it goes to the middle and from here goes straight through, we're not going to catch him. So you got to make sure we have a good distance, usually on the outside of the center circle. It's a good position. Your number 6 would come in here and stay with the number 9, and this guy, between both of them, they can mark him. One of them can stay close if you want, and the other one drop in a little deeper, but without being too deep, that this guy stays on this side of the field, completely behind our center back. So make sure you're aware of that. Make sure you got a good pressure, cover, and balance on your rest defense. But getting back to the awareness of the pivot, you want to be here to where if we lose the ball, you can go and delay. Don't just dive in 2-footed or nothing like that. Just delay and try to win the ball. And if we win it, then you know where your players are. And as soon as we win it, this guy can give you an out, so you can just pass back. And then from here, everybody can drop off and we can circulate it and go the other way. Or if they come here pressing, and again, positional awareness, you don't have to run back. If you have the ball, you have to run back and cover your guy. You can just come in here, just 5 more yards towards the inside, and then you can get this pass. And then from here, you can either look to find your number 10, or if your number 4 is open because the opposition's number 7 doesn't close you in, you can play this ball, and then we can look to circulate on the other side. But it's very important that you stay in a good position. Now, if you're asking yourself, well, what does this have to do with what we're going to be playing, or what we're playing right now in the winter, that we're playing 7v7? Well, if you take some teammates away, the basics are still the same as far as working with your partners and understanding what a shoulder has to do and the ground you have to cover. The rest defense principles, all that stuff stays the same. So what we normally play with is a 2-3-1 or a 2. Oh, I should have done this over here. 2-2-2, or taking the same principles that we had over here, a 2-3-1. If you see it there, we have wide midfielders, and when we don't have the ball, this guy tucks inside to be narrow, to be able to cover when this guy goes and press. He can cover, and we still got a good pressure cover balance, a good defensive awareness. And these guys come inside to block zone 14 and try to, as soon as we get on the ball, we can look for our number 9 to hold it as we move out into more fullback-like positions as far as the center back goes, so then we can create this pass, and then we can drive the ball up the lines with the wide midfielders. So I hope you can see that. That is essentially the same kind of principles, where here what we're looking to do is stay about half on the half spaces when we have the ball. So when this pressure comes, we can stay right here. One guy comes inside and the other one occupies a different space, so we can overload. So if this guy comes in here and they push up, now they have a decision to make, whether they're going to play us 1v1, and if they do, that's good for us, because that means we can make good passes in behind them and exploit them. But if you look at here, we have a 4v2, because this guy's not going to come all the way up here, and if he does and this guy shifts in, this guy can get deeper and we can just work around the other side, just carry the ball a little bit. As soon as you have the pressure, these guys are getting ready, you can come inside here and then put the ball in behind for the other guy. So just think of putting diagonals in for the guy on the opposite side. Now if this guy has a unfair match to where you know he's going to beat his defender, you can play him in here too, and then he can go on, and then we got a 2v2 or maybe even just a 1v1 with the goalie. Plus right now there's no offside, so there's nothing that tells you that you can't just be deeper over here, or at least one of you, to where this defender has a decision to make. He has to come deeper, and what that does is allows us to stretch the pitch to where we have more space to be able to carry the ball through. If we have this overload here, this guy doesn't come, then what that should do is allow us to get our center back in a fullback-like position, get him on the ball here, and then again, as the pressure comes, you can go out or you can come inside. Ideally, I want you to go out, and I want the keeper to come here, to where when this comes here, this guy's going to cover either this pass or this pass, and this guy's going to try to block this pass. But either way, we're going to try to find this guy. So if we play it fast, we can just play him right away, and again, we got the same scenario and we are out. If this pass is blocked and this guy's blocking this pass to the keeper, then we play him here. But you got to make sure you get away from your marker, because this guy's not going to follow you all the way home. He's going to hang about here. You got to make sure you get a good touch. All the things we do in practice about taking a good look around to make sure you know where your opponent is. If your opponent is sitting here, you don't want to receive on your right foot and turn this way. You want to receive on your right foot and go this way, and just drive the ball into the space and force him to track back, and look at what you have there. At best, it's a 4v3. So we have to be smart, and we have to be aware of what our space is. Where is our opponent? Where's our team? Where are our teammates? And where's the ball? Always know that. And defensively, when we don't have the ball, make sure you know where's your goal, where's your opponent, where's the ball, where's your teammate. So where, again, when you're defending, if these guys are defending here, you don't want to be defending over here the line, like this guy. If he's the wide midfielder, we don't need him to defend the line here. We need him to come inside and either press the ball here or cover his defense as this guy delays, so he can track a runner as the other guys work with balancing the defense and making sure they pick up the other players. So you got to make sure you understand that just because you're playing out wide doesn't mean that when we don't have the ball, you stay out wide. You come inside and you help defend. Everybody gets behind the ball and you try to find it, but you have to know where your goal is. Be aware of your space, be aware of your opponent, be aware of where your teammates are, so you know you have cover. And if you have the cover, then you can go ahead and press a little more intense. Like this guy, if he has this much cover, he can go ahead and challenge more for the ball. But if these guys are out of position and we got runners like that, then he has to make sure he really delays and stay goal-sided, not here, where he just can go here. Stay goal-sided and try to drive this guy to the line to where we can just isolate him towards the line. That way it's very hard for him to pick these players. If we drive him towards the inside because we are out of position and unaware of where we are, where our teammates are, then he can go this way, and on one touch, he can just drop this ball into this guy over here, and we're done. So let's not give them any kind of silly chances or easy chances like that. Let's make sure we know where our goal is, where our teammates are in support, where the opponent is, and where's the ball. All right? And make sure you get back and defend. And when we have the ball, know where your teammates are, know where the ball is, and know where the opponents are so we can know where the space is that we can attack. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.